Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Erroneous statements and misconceptions regarding Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. It is quite evident that there is a prevalence of erroneous statements and misconceptions surrounding Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. This is manifest throughout all levels of society, and it is varying backgrounds. A plausible reason for this occurrence can be attributed to the attachment of three monotheistic religions to Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa: Muslims, Jews, and Christians. All hold the land sacred with a special significance to it for each responsibility. Considering the fact that the Jews and Christians have specific names, titles, and beliefs for the varying sites around Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa, it is possible that these terms and beliefs have affected some Muslims. As such, when historians wrote about this blessed city, they note all that was narrated to them and that which was pleasing to their own belief and creed. It goes without mentioning that there were numerous Orientalist Jewish authors who sought to subvert and manipulate historical and known fact to that which was more pleasing to them and their cause in furthering the aims of their so-called state. With this in mind, it becomes incumbent upon us to clarify the misconceptions and list the erroneous beliefs regarding Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. May Allah grant it his protection, not making a distinction between Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa and Qubat al-Sakra, a dome of the rock. It is apparent, as expressed by contemporary historians and researchers, that the Jews seek to attach the hearts of the Muslim nation and generate reverence for the dome of the rock to draw attention away from that which is sacred and most deserving of reverence, Masjid Al-Aqsa itself. The aim of this decision is so that when they seek to destroy Masjid Al-Aqsa, the Muslim nation will look towards the dome of the rock and not take them to account for their deed. The courtyard that surrounds the Musalla prayer hall of Masjid Al-Aqsa, the dome of the rock, the stables, and the rest of that which is in its vicinity, trees, plants, and other artifacts are all considered Masjid Al-Aqsa, not just the building. The Musalla that is titled Masjid Al-Aqsa is part of the Masjid. The Masjid is the whole courtyard and its surroundings are not limited to the Musalla. There is no evidence to suggest that the one who performs Hajj is to visit Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa to sanctify his Hajj. The rock. Many false stories and divine beliefs have been narrated regarding the rock. Some have claimed that all the earth's water originates from the depth of Masjid Al-Aqsa. Some have claimed that the rock is suspended in mid-air. To pray beneath it has a special reward. That when an Nabi ﷺ set out on his ascension, the heavens and the rock rose up in pursuit, but he ordered it to remain. That an Nabi ﷺ and the contingent of other prophets and messengers reside beneath it. There is nothing to indicate any special reward or significance for the rock that is now domed under the world-renowned Golden Dome. Rather, this rock is just naturally occurring prostration of rock. All that is reporting regarding it has no basis in the Sharia. Mirahab Dawood, King David's prayer place. Many from the general population believe that the prayer place commonly attributed to Dawood ﷺ is the place that he personally used during prayer. The mihrab is found in the Musalla of Al-Masjid Al-Aqsa. The truth of the matter is that the mihrab was built during the reign of Abdul Malik bin Marwan, and people speculated this was Dawood's ﷺ actual prayer place. Without a doubt, establishing such an identity and narrations as being genuine and legitimately reported regarding the Prophet of Allah ﷺ is in fact furthering the aims and authenticating the claims of the Jews who falsely claim divine right of return. Solomon's stables. The prayer area presently known as Musalla al-Marwan, located below the southeastern side of the Musalla of Masjid Al-Aqsa and measured to be approximately 3,750 square meters, is believed by many to have been erected by Sulaiman ﷺ. This is another example of the Jews seeking to subvert the truth by seeking to claim that they have roots established in this holy site and thus are more deserving of it. The truth of the matter is that it was built during the reign of the Umayyads. Reign of the Umayyads, as has been established by the scholars of history. Another, the stables were built by Abdul Malik bin Marwan to be used as a shelter for horses and a pigeon house. Later on, the Muslims used the stables as a place of prayer and named it the Marwan prayer place. In so doing, they appropriately ascribed the structure to its builder. Al-Ha'it, the wall. There is a wall that many Muslims label al-Burraq due to their belief that An-Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam tied his Burraq to it during his night journey. There is no sustaining evidences to establish that this is the actual wall that was used by Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam to tie his Burraq. Furthermore, other people label this wall the Wailing Wall. This is a Jewish name for what they believe to be the last remaining wall of the temple. The passageway of Haita. The passageway of Haita. This is a name given to one of the gates of Masjid Aqsa. Some from the general population believe that this is the gate that Allah ordered Bani Israel to enter from and say Haita when they entered Al-Masjid Aqsa, where instead of saying Haita they said Hinta. There is no evidence to substantiate the claim that this is the actual gate where this incident occurred. Reward for prayer. Any nation mentioning a reward for prayer in Masjid Aqsa is excess of being rewarded to 50 prayers is to be considered da'if, weak, and not authentic. Masjid al-Umar. It has been widespread that Masjid al-Umar, which is near the Church of the Resurrection, was erected where it is because Umar refused to pray in the church when he conquered the Baitul Maqdis. Instead, he prayed outside the church so that the Muslim will not seek to claim the church. There is no historical or textual evidence to support this claim. Rather, the logic will dictate that Umar will pray in a Masjid al-Aqsa itself to earn the reward, and not to pray in a church or near a church. Further, al-Masjid al-Aqsa was no more than a few meters away. The third century. Stating that Masjid al-Aqsa is the third sanctuary, Masjid al-Haram is not substantiated in Islamic legislation. A Haram sanctuary, such as the Grand Masjid in Mecca and the Prophet Masjid, is a place wherein hunting and cutting down trees are prohibited within its confines. As by to notice, there is no prohibition of this kind of or anything to suggest that it is haram, contrary to the sacred sanctuaries of Mecca and Medina. This is the consensus opinion of the scholars. The sacred wall of the Burraq. Stating that the wall is sacred has become prevalent upon the tongues of the public and in the books of many authors. To use the word sacred specifying that sacred specifying that wall is improper. To sing out the wall specifically with honor and sacredness is improper. The honor is for the wall of the region in general and is not confined to specific areas at the edges of Masjid Aqsa. It also goes without saying that barakah, virtue and blessing is for the location and not for the rocks that make up the structure of Masjid Aqsa.